The fashion industry has a vast economic impact but also a significant environmental footprint, with fast fashion driving resource depletion, waste, and carbon emissions. A shift towards sustainability and a circular economy is emerging, replacing the linear take, make, dispose model with recycling, reusing, and reducing waste. Today we explore how Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited is addressing this challenge and shaping its sustainable future. Fast fashion is defined as cheaply produced and priced garments that quickly replicate the latest catwalk styles. These clothes are mass produced and rapidly circulated through stores to capitalize on current trends and encouraging frequent purchases and a short lifespan for each item. This model prioritizes speed and affordability over sustainability, leading to significant environmental and social challenges. Global players in fast fashion include Zara, Shein, Uniqlo, Forever 21, H&M, and Mango. While undoubtedly fast fashion generates revenue and provides employment for millions, it comes with its own set of challenges. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, fashion is the second largest consumer industry of water, requiring about 700 gallons to produce one cotton shirt and 2,000 gallons of water to produce a pair of jeans. Staggering figures indeed. Resource depletion caused by energy-intensive processes in textile production based on fossil fuels, toxic chemical effluents from the fashion industry's leather and tanning process contaminate water and soil resources. While 85% of all textiles go to the dumps each year, even washing clothes releases 500,000 tons of microfibers into the ocean each year, the equivalent of 50 billion plastic bottles. The situation indeed gets worrisome. The stakeholders need to take ownership. Meet Paula, a university student living in the busy metropolis of Mumbai in India. Paula loves dressing up in the latest trends of fashion, but she has a problem. Some of the clothes don't last for long. Color bleeds, fashion trends change. She is left with piles of old clothes that she either throws away or donates to make more space in her cupboard. While the discarded clothes pile up in the landfill, Paula is not happy about this. India's textile sector, backed by government initiatives and skilled workforce, offers a $350 billion market with global export reaching 100 countries. 45 million people are employed in this sector. FDI inflow in textiles, and there are partnerships between brands for augmenting manufacturing and increasing market penetration in fast fashion. But the problem keeps piling up. To understand how well the Indian textile and apparel industry is equipped to deal with the challenge of environmental impact of fast fashion and extent of adoption of sustainable practices, I studied the Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited. The ABFRL is a part of a leading Indian conglomerate, the Aditya Birla Group. With revenue of US $1.7 billion, Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited is India's first billion-dollar pure-play fashion house with elegant bouquet of leading fashion brands and retail formats. As a part of its innovation in fashion technology, the group has adopted the use of lyocell, a type of rayon fiber produced from eucalyptus trees using less water, fewer pesticides, and is more biodegradable than cotton. The group also makes use of GreenTrack, a blockchain-based tool to trace both upward and downward value chains, ensuring authenticity of data and eliminates the possibility of counterfeiting. But more initiatives are needed from a conglomerate of this size towards product stewardship based on their current capabilities, to be a trendsetter as a business that takes responsibility for the entire life cycle of their products, ensuring they are reused, repaired, and recycled, minimizing waste. My recommendation for the ABFRL Group is a business model, the circular fashion manufacturer, which may be implemented within 1 to 3 years. The value proposition in this model involves sustainable sourcing, use of recycled fibers, high quality garments made from 100% recycled or upcycled textiles, a closed loop system where customers return old garments for recycling into new products, minimal waste production through innovative design and manufacturing techniques, and transparency in sourcing and production to build trust with eco-conscious consumers. How to achieve this? Rebranding to create consumer awareness related to sustainable and eco-friendly clothes. Collaborate and partner with ecosystem providers who can tailor or repurpose and make the garment fit for use. Take back programs where customers return old clothing for recycling. Improve collection and sorting infrastructure. Set up in-store collection bins for used textiles. Our revenue streams. Direct-to-consumer sales through online and physical stores, take-back programs where customers return old garments for store credit or discounts, upcycling services, custom redesign of old clothes for a premium fee. Consumer feedback. We conducted research among consumers to understand their habits related to shopping of clothes and the reasons behind the choices they make. 26 to 30% of the interviewed sample size said that while shopping, durability of clothes was extremely important for them, while 48% said it was somewhat important. 41% of the sample size said that if a store offered repair alteration service, they would most definitely use them, while another 41% said that they would use it depending on the affordability of such a service. On being asked that if a clothing brand offered discount for returning old clothes, 70% said they would participate. On being asked what factors would encourage them to extend the life of clothes before replacing them, 37% said it was better quality that lasted for long, followed by 27% saying it was discounts or incentives for using the recycled clothes. Inferences can safely be drawn from these results that circular fashion and may be adopted by ABFRL, which would be well received by its consumers. Recently, East African countries such as Rwanda have banned the import of second-hand clothes, as such imports undercut local manufacturing and are perceived as undesirable and even undignified in an emerging economy. This highlights the need to understand and appreciate that equity considerations may vary and the mission for circularity cannot be achieved without meaningful partnership among all stakeholders. Both environmental sustainability and employment remain crucial concerns in developing economies like India. Keeping this in mind, I propose a second long-term strategy for ABFRL Group that aims at a collaborative ecosystem that brings together retailers, manufacturers, textile producers, and chemical innovators, as well as designers. It aims to accelerate circular economy solutions through R&D, prototyping, and knowledge sharing. Create an end-to-end sustainable value chain enabling textile recycling, biodegradable materials, and closed-loop fashion. Access to funding, partnership, and testing labs to drive sustainable fashion innovation. What would be the revenue streams? Sustainable textile sales to garment makers, licensing circular design and tech innovations, recycling and take-back partnerships, innovation lab subscriptions where companies pay to use testing and R&D facilities, patented eco-friendly fabric and chemical innovations, B2B consulting, training and workshops upskilling seamsters, manufacturers, brands and circular designs. How to implement? Phase 1 will be used in building foundations. In Phase 2, There will be scalability and optimization that includes retail take-back programs and rental platforms, increased production of recyclable bio-based regenerative textiles, partnerships with governments and NGOs to push for industry-wide circular economy policy. Phase 3 will involve industry transformation, successfully establishing fully closed loop supply chains and developing a global marketplace for circular fashion and sustainable textiles. Challenges in adoption: high initial investment, consumer behavior shift, limited availability, and regulatory gaps in waste management and circular policies. A strong go to market strategy for circular fashion includes consumer awareness campaigns with discounts, recycling bin at outlets, policy support through tax benefits for brands using recycled materials. Engaging policymakers and industry leaders at conferences and forums will drive collaboration, innovation, and sustainable adoption. Fast fashion environmental impact has led to global concern, prompting regulatory action and sustainability policies. Shifting consumer behavior, cultural trends, and legal frameworks are accelerating the transition towards eco conscious practices. A pestle analysis confirms that adopting a circular economy principle will future proof businesses, ensuring compliance, competitiveness, and long term sustainability.